D2DNY, Real World HVAC Simplified. And now, in this video, I'll be explaining the components of the heating furnace and telling you what you can do as a do-it-yourselfer out there, DIYs. Unfortunately, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, when it comes to the heating furnace and heating system, there is a very limited amount of things that you can do. All right, as you can see, this is fire, and fire means life. This will kill you. All right, it will burn your house down. As you know, it will, ruin your family and friends, co-workers, if this is in your place of business. So as a do-it-yourselfer, the things you can do, if your heating system doesn't work, or your heating furnace doesn't work, or your boiler, your gas-fired or gas-powered boiler, or oil-fired boiler doesn't work, the things you can do, the first thing you're going to want to make sure is that the main shut-off valve to the system. I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off because it's so noisy. Okay, that's better. And it's still making noise. Let me pull the fuse in the board. Sounds like heaven. Okay, so yes, you can make sure that the main gas supply valve are open, it's not closed, and you will have one of this on your oil or gas line. Well, this is a gas line. Oil line may look a little different, but if you look at the line supplying your unit, your furnace, or your boiler, there is going to be a shut-off valve on the line. It has to be close, relatively close to the unit, right? So make sure it's open, like this is right now. And then you're going to go to your, if it's a gas-fired unit or equipment, you want to make sure that the gas valve is on. You see right here, there's a toggle switch right here, and you can go off and you can go on, off, on. So if those two things are satisfied, the next thing you can check if it's a forced air heating system or forced air heating furnace. You can make sure your air filter is clean. All right, and that's it. So do-it-yourselfer, do not, I repeat, this is a matter of life and death, guys. I'm not kidding. A lot of people have their homes burned down because they want to do some hack, right? They want to do a hack job on their furnace, temporarily bypassing the safeties, and that have their house burned down, their place of business burned down, ruin the families and stuff, lose their life. So I hope you guys are taking my warning from this one. And if you're seeing this video and you're thinking you're on YouTube and you're looking for videos, how-to videos to fix your furnace or repair your furnace, I hope you see this video and call a pro. Right? Because this just might save your life. All right, so let's go over the components real quick, and then I'm going to fire it up again so you guys could see, and then that's that. Right, it's going to be a short video. All right, so here you have the flute exhaust, or the exhaust motor, right? Flute exhaust motor, induced draft motor. It goes by many names, right? Vent motor, power vent motor. Different manufacturers will call it different things. Okay. All right, so that's that. And then you have your air pressure switch or air proofing switch. This is connected with the flute exhaust. You can see it, right? All right, and then you have your spark igniter. This is what it is in this particular type of furnace, this particular brand or manufacturer. Here you have your flame rollout limit switch, right? I just replaced that, by the way. That's why I'm here. Real world, real time, real HVAC simplified. And what this limit switch does, this is a manual reset. So I'm gonna go ahead and trip it real quick. All right, you can hear it, you can see it. Now in order for this to be reset, if the conditions return to normal, it won't automatically reset. You have to come in here and you have to press. Here you go, it's reset. Now, again, if this switch trips, means that you have a problem. The flame, because this is a flame rollout safety limit, right? And so this will trip if the flames is rolling out, right? If the flames is rolling out of the furnace, right? So it's meaning it's burning, there's flames burning back here in this area, right? Then that switch will trip, right? And it will cut off the furnace. Now, if the flames are rolling out, meaning it's burning in the back, over here in this area, there's fire back here, you know, burning in this area, general area. The flame should be, I'm gonna restart the thing and you will see, I'm gonna restart the furnace, the furnace, and you will see how the flame goes in, right? It goes into those holes, right? It goes straight in. There's no fire back here, or burn out here. The fire goes in straight and through into those tubes, right? Into the heat exchanger. All right, so that's what that does. If the flame is rolling out, this could be very dangerous, because if the heat exchanger has a hole in it, meaning that, you know, it could be leaking carbon monoxide into the conditioned air, or into your home, or into your rooms, or into your jobs, wherever this unit blows air, it could be leaking carbon monoxide. So that means the heat exchanger is cracked. And if it's cracked, the supply fan, the air that blows from the vent, that air is going to interfere with the flow of gas through the heat exchanger, and you're going to have flame rollout. So hence the reason why you need to call a pro. All right, so that's the flame rollout, and here's your flame sensor. Okay, and am I getting the good? Okay, flame sensor, it's a bit dirty. All right, the rod going right there, flame sensor. All right, and you got a spark igniter, gas valve. All right, there's a gas valve right here. All right, igniter. What else? All right, so this is your exhaust motor, as I said before. Okay, so it's the motor, and there's a fan attached to the motor, right? This is the fan is inside, is the housing, and it sucks, it pulls air through these holes, these tubes, and through the heat exchanger, and blow it out through this thing right here, this vent right here, right? And as it pulls the air, the gas valve, you know, releases the fuel or the gas, and it sprays it through these nozzles right here. See, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nozzles in this thing, right? So it sprays the gas through the nozzles, and the gas sprays through here. As it comes in here, it mixes with air, right? And naturally, you have a suction through these tubes. Come on, camera. Because of this fan. And that pretty much sums it up, right? So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and fire this up so you can see how it burns again. Where's the fuse? If I could find it. Okay. Let me pop that fuse back in. Hopefully I don't cause a short circuit. Fingers crossed. Okay, so the fuse is back in. Real time, real world, real HVAC simplified, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bypass the heating furnace by connecting R and W. So I'm gonna bypass the thermostat. Okay, not bypass the heating furnace. I'm bypassing the thermostat. So my exhaust fan is on. You can hear it. Very noisy, fluid exhaust. Here it goes. Here goes the flame. Here goes the fire. See how it's going in to the tubes? How the flame is going into the tubes? No rolling out. There's no flame burning in the back. All flame is going into the tubes. So if the flame starts to roll out, that safety will cut it off. All right, and as a homeowner or equipment owner, you have heating equipment, a furnace, when there's a boiler, it's oil or gas powered. Do not have any mechanic or technician, you know, HVAC service technician, you know, do a temporary act and bypass your safeties, bypass any one of your limits, because that would, like I said, it's a matter of life and death. Better you stay one night or a couple of days without heat. I know it's cold, but do not bypass any of the safeties. You can do it in the cooling and you'll get away with it. I mean, the worst case you're gonna ruin your compressor, right? You're gonna ruin your fan motor. You're gonna blow your refrigerant charge. But it's not a matter of life and death. All right? I mean, it could be life or death, but life and death situation, but it's extremely unlikely. But with this right here, look, right? I mean, do I need to say anything more or else than it's anything else? Do it yourselfers. Remember, if your gas valve is on, you can see that it's on. Your gas valve is on. Your shut-off valve, your gas shut-off valve is on. Then, if your air filters is clean and your heating system doesn't work, your heating furnace doesn't work, please call a pro. All right? I can't stress it enough. Matter of life, and this video may have just saved your life if you had hacked your cooling system in the summertime and you said, hey, hooray, you know, everything is great. It worked out beautiful for you. You save a couple of dough, a couple of coins, a couple of bucks, a few bucks. Big deal. All right, maybe you have hacked your cooling system and you bypassed some of the safeties, took some shortcuts, and it cost you a arm and a leg. Okay, you learned your lesson, but this one right here might cost you your life. All right, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. This thing is burning beautiful. If you hadn't subscribed, subscribe. I do upload videos on a weekly basis.